Welcome to the Talking Trees 3D previs for Potters Field's London Tree Week for the Woodland Trust. This is a 3D graphics rendered environment which I've created to showcase the various designs and concepts which we've put together for this event, beginning with the Holm Oak, where we have meditation mats along with headrests which are pressure activated when people lay down, and the core system and speakers will be housed within the headrests themselves. Moving on now to the ash tree. Here I've envisaged using the bird box design concept, where the core system is housed within the bird box, including speakers, but potentially augmented with additional satellite speakers in the branches, and an area in front of the tree is delineated by potentially stenciled spray-on paint, the sort that you see used in school playing fields, in order to highlight the experience and bring people in to engage with it. Here we have the birch trees. Now in this instance I've created a design that's based on a nameplate system of the kind that you see very frequently in parks and arboreta, where trees are labelled or descriptions are provided, but in this instance the nameplate boxes also house the system and speakers, and with three surrounding the trees this gives us potentially 360 degrees of audio coverage, improved audio reproduction, and allows people to engage from all angles. Moving on now to the wingnut tree, and here as you can see I've also placed a nameplate type system, but in a similar way to the ash tree earlier, this would also be augmented with additional speakers within the branches in order to extend the experience outward and give a broader range of engagement for participants. The design here is very rough, so these speaker pods are not the final design. This has just been put together for this rendering, but it does illustrate hopefully how the speakers can be camouflaged and secreted within the boughs of the tree. These new designs have allowed us to mitigate to some extent the degree to which we'll need to use ladders around the site. However, both for the ash tree and the next tree, the London Plane, we will still need to use ladders to access these trees and place the equipment. Now originally here we'd considered using a new technology called an audio spotlight. However, unfortunately, due to the limitations of the technology and some issues with respect to deploying it outside, we've decided that this is not going to be practical, and instead we've gone for a similar system to the ash tree, where we've used either a bird box or a bat box design, and that's supplemented with a pressure mat on the ground, which when people stand on it would trigger the system to play back. And just taking a look now across the entire site, moving from the south entrance and outwards to view the full range of the experience with all 5 trees. And hopefully this should give a good impression of how the Talking Trees experience will play out for people engaging from a variety of different angles, and the variety of different technologies that we're putting to use here, and different ways in which people will be encouraged to engage with the trees themselves.